also divinity and philosophy at Oxford.
Oh my God.
And he became a lawyer. And in 2013, he resigned his position as a lawyer for his firm and founded a church. He founded the One Family Church in, I can't remember where it's in, Missouri, Minnesota, one of those two. But since then, he and his wife have been running a church.
Wow.
That's this guy's career. Brent Rome.
I mean, that's kind of brilliant.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can find it, onefamilychurch.com is their website.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He drops these bombs on us occasionally. I love it.
That is insane. Wait. So it's in, okay, you're right. It's in St. Louis.
Yes.
Dude, we could have had him at a Wizard World show. Oh, what a miss. What a miss.
I want that panel.
He was born on St. Patty's Day. Interesting.
We need to get him and the helicopter pilot from Leviathan, if he's still around.
100%. 100%.
We got to do a virtual thing where you just get helicopter pilots together. You could do it. You have the power.
That would be amazing.
Can we get The Rock? Can we get The Rock on that?
I mean, why not?
Probably not.
You never know till you ask.
You never know.
You know, that would be, you played a helicopter pilot, pivotal scene, talk to me. Like, how did it go? Who would be in your top, are you only limiting it to rescue pilots?
Mm-mm. Anybody in a helicopter.
If we can get, whoever was piloting the helicopter in the Towering Inferno, if they're still going, I want to get them on. That's a classic one. Oh, Die Hard. If we can get Robert Davi or Grandel Bush on.
Yes.
I
would want the helicopter pilot that had to jump out of the helicopter in T2 when Robert Patrick's T-1000 jumped in. I want to know that guy's story. Yeah. And would he actually make that choice to jump out or just let the T-1000 kill him right there? Like, that's... Yeah.
I want John Lithgow from Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, yeah.
Well played.
Just in general. Just Are you watching Perry Mason at the moment? It goes on that.
His hurt is so palpable when Stallone throws the money into his helicopter. It's a Shakespearean no. Like, he really thought that Stallone was going to give him that money.
He did. He was wrong, but he thought that. He definitely thought that.
That's another Rennie Harlan movie.
Wow.
This is fate. Everything today has been fate.
When it works, man, it works. And this is working. So
every week, Jay has been ranking the amount of blue in each scene. So, Jay,
I've missed a few weeks, but I'm trying to find which is the deepest, bluest scene in Deep Blue Sea. And this week, it's not this week's episode because it's entirely above sea level. In fact, there's some bits of the scene are in the sky from the helicopter's POV. So this is certainly not the deepest. This is maybe the least deep, other than the one that was in a plane. In terms of blue, it's mainly just the water and the sky. It's kind of a real dark blue in places. There's not a lot of blue.
And everyone's mood.
Yeah, it's mood lighting. But seeing as the whole thing is set around sky or underwater, I don't really want to count that as being extra blue for this scene. Like, we had a scene a few weeks ago where half of the cast were wearing blue and they're drinking out of blue glasses, and that's extra blue.
Yeah, that's
blue on top of.
Yeah, that blew my mind just there.
There we go.
All right, and then before we get out of here, I just want to ask you a question, Victor. How do you think that the gigantic shark got on that tiny landing platform when
could have let this go?
When Carter Blake shot it about 50 feet away from that?
So here's where we would yet again use the jet ski, where he has the jet ski and is able to pull. Like, there's a harness on the jet ski that allows him to kind of guide it into place. See, you're absolutely right. Jet skis would have made this movie better. Like, you just little uses here and there, and it would have been perfect. And then you set up the big action sequence at the end. Otherwise, I have what we'll say is things in water are technically weightless. So after he shot it, he was able to get in the water with it and just swim. He just pulled it.
Our thought is that the shark just helped him and he didn't even realize it.
The shark's in on it.
The shark just went with it. Yeah. Part of the plan.
He's like, man, I'm strong. I am so strong.
I'm really kicking today.
So in that deleted scene, you see him he's like, yeah, I'm doing this. And you go to the shark and the shark winks, and that's what happens.
There's one camera left.
Two sharks.
There's one camera left, and it just shows that.
That's amazing. Yes, like somehow it forms its fin to do a thumb up, and it's like, good job. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So, anything you want to plug, or any last thoughts, guys, that we have about this scene?
I love Carter taking charge and calling him Franklin.
Yeah.
Calling him by his son. Like, you're on this end, Franklin. That's just nice that, he's the money guy. He's like outranks everyone here, but in a dangerous situation, Carter's like, no, I'm in charge. You get on this corner and you push the trolley here. So that's cool.
That's right.
And we have some more Carter falling over. I should just like to keep track of that because it's going to happen every week from this point on to the end of the film. Carter's going to fall over. So it happens here. And there is the rogue wave that the cast are all taken out, which wasn't supposed to happen. The effects team were rigged up for the waves to go either in front of or behind the cast running around. And they screwed up and they hit them with one on one of the takes. And they decided to use that take because why not? But it's very, very convenient big yellow crates that they are washed into. Wow. If they hadn't been there, then Susan and Janice would have been just washed into the shark tank. So,
oh my God, that's so true. So true.
They built
so
slides for those. They built massive slides that they dumped water on, and then they propelled the water flew forward. More beautiful production design.
That's amazing.
And
that's
effects.
Absolutely amazing.
I was on a film. I don't want to say the name of it, where a rain thing fell on somebody.
Were they seriously injured?
Yeah, they had to go away for a little bit. And then,
my goodness!
But they were fine. But
okay, good.
Was it 4 weddings and a funeral?
No,
I can't say. But it was.
I'm gonna guess rain.
It was
hard rain.
That happened to everybody on that crew. That's the last movie I'd want to work on ever. Just imagine that. That'd be miserable, wouldn't it? And there's a jet ski action scene in that too. Whoa.
Yeah. That's when you're talking about how to put a jet ski in this. I was thinking hard rain, having a jet ski. Like having Preacher and jet ski roaming around underwater in Aquatica. If they can fit a 26-foot long shark in a corridor, you can fit Preacher and a jet ski down there.
Yeah.
And just yelling like Treat Williams did in Deep Rising.
Yeah!
Watch that clip and just watch Treat's face. He's not acting. He's having the time of his life.
He's loving it. Absolutely loving it. Oh my God, that's amazing.
It's the most unbelievable part of that movie that someone could enjoy themselves that much.
Have fun on a jet ski. Ridiculous.
I think the only thing that I want to promote is me writing this one-man act play that is all about the prequel to Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, Deep Blue Pre.
Yeah. Yes. Where we find out what Carter Blake did to get locked up. That's yeah. Where he suddenly builds up his whole, aquatic skill set in an underwater prison, which is being tested out. It's what they did with Alcatraz, which, ironically is the joke that, Russell Franklin makes when they pull up is, look, it's underwater Alcatraz. If Carter was there, he would have told him, like, I've been to underwater Alcatraz, and this is nothing compared to that.
That's a very offensive comment you just made.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Deep Blue Pre, the Carter Blake story.
That's right. I need it.
Can you add in that he used to play baseball and he was known for sliding and stealing bases? Like he was a pinch runner?
100%. 100%. That's why he's so good at it. Or bad at it. I mean, throw water in there.
He's very good at sliding. He's bad at running.
Yes.
Not sliding.
Yes. Yeah. In fact, I think that's going to be part of it, is that he accidentally killed someone by running at the pool, slipped, fell, pushed them into the water, and he couldn't save them. And that's part of how he got sent to jail.
So is he the opposite of Wesley Snipes from Major League, where he can run but he can't slide?
That's what they always say.
So Carter Blake can slide but not run.
Yeah. But Wesley Snipes couldn't hit either.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was part of his problem, because he would always do pop flies.
We don't know if Carter can hit or not. We know he can shoot. He can shoot, swim, and grab. I don't know if he can hit.
And we also know that Preach can't shoot. 45-foot shark, and you shoot me.
Okay, he had a great shot. The fact that he hit the shark from that far away the first time he used the spear gun.
Come on.
He has no credit for that shot.
Who told you to put your leg right behind the fin, you big
right?
That's another beautiful instance of just piling on in this movie. It goes into the shark and into his leg.
For no reason. Other than yes. A little
bit more tension.
Yeah. because we weren't on the edge of our seat enough, man. That's what it was. I needed the last thing that I needed from this movie was for the admission that Preach couldn't swim. I needed that. Like, we never got it, but in my heart, I always felt like that was the situation, was that he actually can't swim. He could tread water just fine, but he can't swim. So
he was at least the weakest of the three swimmers that they had. Because he was splashing around a little bit. And as we found out in that scene, sharks are attracted to splashing and bright colors, and he's splashing around and wearing a white coat.
Big old white coat. Look at me as I look like a giant sea turtle with a white belly. Yeah. And I'm hurting. Oh.
Yeah. He stabs a shark in the eye with his cross.
Yeah. That's what it's for.
Yeah. Beautiful. And he doesn't hit him in the eye right away. It takes a couple swings.
Chekhov's cross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chekhov was busy writing this script.
Yeah. That's a good script though, because a lot comes back. The jet skis.
Right?
I love this movie. By the time I'm done with all 33 episodes of this movie, I'm gonna have scenes just made up in my head. And I'm gonna be convinced that they're real.
You're gonna do the Sinbad genie movie thing. That's what you're gonna be talking to people about scenes, and people are like, "That didn't happen." You're like, "Yeah, it did. I got a whole podcast about it. What are you talking about?"
I want to find someone who hasn't seen the film, make them listen to every episode, and ask them, "Okay, how much of this film is real? How much? Explain the scenes that are actually in it."
That's amazing.
Oh, this is hey. Well, you got some plugs for us?
Yes. Definitely find me on social media at Vantage In-House, which is my whole publishing imprint. You can go to vantageinhouse.com, all one word, where you can see all the cool books that I have created and some of the upcoming pieces. I also do some teaching of the children's to teach them how to make comics through You Create Comics. That's the letter U, CRE, the number 8 comics.com. And we've got a lot of fun projects that we're doing. Obviously, with COVID-19, a lot of schools are going virtual, so we're offering some virtual programming to still keep kids engaged, but offering some fun creativity along the way to help boost general classroom education stuff.
You're crushing it.
Thank you.
Whenever I complain about how much work I have, I just go look at your workload. And I feel better.
And then I'm a dad on top of it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I feel better. I feel better about complaining when I look at your workload. It keeps me working. It gets me annoyed that I'm not doing more. No, not really. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, he's doing more than me, and he can do it.
Come on. Yeah, anybody can. Anybody can.
Yeah, if you ever feel like you're too busy, go follow Victor on social media. And then you'll feel better about yourself.
It's a guilty thing of mine.
Yeah. Jay?
I'm nowhere near as busy as Victor, it turns out, but I thought I was. But no, apparently I've just got so much time on my hands. So you can listen to me over on the Lambcast and find me over on the Lamb, the Large Association of Movie Blogs, which is at largeassmovieblogs.com, where exactly what it sounds like, a huge collection of online movie blogs. Come join us and follow me on Twitter at Life vs Film, Instagram at JAYCLUITT. And you can find this podcast to listen to all over social media at Deep Blue Sea Pod, or email us deepblueseapod@gmail.com. Come find us. Come listen to more shows, please. What about you, Mark?
All right, so let's see. Follow Movies, Films, and Flicks. So Movies, Films, and FLIX. I write a bunch of weird data articles, and then listen to the podcast as well. Movies, Films, and Flicks. Listen to that. Hello to all of our listeners in Ireland. That's awesome. We sit number 3 out there. Awesome. So nice. Do that, and then, let's see, I'm writing videos for the Film Theorists on YouTube, so look them up. I have one about the Joker's Cash Pile that you can watch, probably more by the time this is released. I write for Rotten Tomatoes, so just type in Mark Hoffmeyer Rotten Tomatoes, read those articles, and then I do their Versus videos. I research those, so watch the Versus videos on Rotten Tomatoes, YouTube, and then follow Victor. You'll like it. You'll feel better.
Please.
Yeah. Well, all right, so if you're insecure about yourself, you might feel lazy.
Yeah. Only follow me if you got some gumption.
If you're happy with your life and you want some inspiration.
I'm just going to cross out his handle that I wrote down. I don't need that.
Right. All right. Well, hey, thank you for coming and joining us.
This was a blast, man. Thank you.
All right. So for me, Victor, and Jay, this is Deep Blue Sea, the podcast. We'll see you next week.
All right.